Hello and welcome back to StarTropics. We just had a bit of a bomb dropped on us by Uncle Steve, who basically told us that ultimately the root cause of our adventure here was that Uncle Steve found this alien escape pod, and a different set of aliens kidnapped him, or abducted him rather, and made him reveal the location so that they could steal these 3 magic cubes. And exactly what these cubes are, we don't know yet, but our quest now is to retrieve them, which I think we can move forward with. So right here, we're not in control. But after this, we will take control back. So, Chapter 7, Alien Spaceship. At last, you have arrived at the spaceship. Find the 3 magic cubes. So, I think it's going to end up causing kind of 3 fairly short videos, but I think what I'm going to do here is basically just break these down into 1 video per cube. Now, the spaceship here comes with a massive difficulty spike compared to where we've been. So there's kind of a few different enemy types. There's these little pods here. Pods, I don't know why I call them pods, but whatever. Little cannons. And then there's the yellow guys that you can see there in suits. And we'll talk about some more later, but I guess I should point out what I'm actually doing here. So kind of a secret room up here. We can get a refill, or not a refill, but some of these spike weapons that are very potent. And then we're going to get an interesting item coming up in just a second. So this kind of power pill here, what it does is it refills our health, but it actually overfills it. So you can see that our health is now kind of above the maximum of where it was, but it's going to slowly tick down until it gets back to where it was before this. You also, that was weird. You also may have noticed, but why were you looking over there? We, I believe, have gotten 2 extra, or maybe it was 3, just kind of randomly extra hearts, or heart containers, or big hearts, whatever you want to call them, that we did not have before, that we just seem to have gotten as part of reaching the final level. Now up there, you can see these green enemies that are roughly the same as the yellow ones, but significantly more dangerous because they fire a lot farther. Now, we don't really need to go down on the side, but we will. Why not? Have a little fun with it. I'm not going to show quite everything, just because a lot of it doesn't matter, and on some screens you end up having some fairly difficult enemies that I don't feel like dealing with, but I will show you where to get everything. So you saw that we picked up 2 guns here. It's kind of a ray gun or something. It's not the most powerful weapon in the game, but is quite powerful. However, I'm not going to use it just yet. Actually, maybe we will. Why not? So, I'm going to use these teleporter pads, and there is one that goes down here, which we'll never really need to use because this area is terrible. And we're going to talk about those little pink guys later. We are going to start by going up. I guess I'll show you. Oh no, the left one, we know where the left one is. That's how we came in, so never mind. We're going to start by heading over here. We might as well take you out. Oops, I don't need this yet. There we go. Alright, so let's go this way. And we're going to get this magic potion, which is one of the last items that we want before we proceed forward to what will frankly be the end of this video and beginning part of the level here. Let's switch to our gun. It goes just a little bit farther than our weapon there. And we don't actually have to take that guy out, but it's just a little bit easier if we do. Sort of. Kind of a waste of time. What we really want to do is open up this pathway here and collect another of these power pills. And then you could go to the right. I actually find it easier not to have to fight that guy and just to go left. To use this teleporter pad and come out here. And what I'm going to try and do is basically try to get this guy to get out of our way so we can hopefully get through here unscathed. And we should get just a brief view of the little pink guys. We'll talk about them more in a minute. Now here, I want to try and get through this without taking any damage, but these guys really respond to you rather quickly, and it can be tough. I thought I timed that well, but I didn't. Now, I'm going to use the cleat weapon here to try and get through here as unscathed as possible. Jump, thank you. Oh, that did not go well at all. That was terrible. Might as well just use my potion now. So on this screen, we're going to end up having to deal with a lot of those kind of pink guys. So exactly what they are, I don't know. They seem to be some kind of pink aliens that come out on these like motorbikes, and they just sort of spawn in and come flying right at you. Very quickly too, so if you're not actively getting ready to fight them off, you're going to have a lot of trouble, and that was not a particularly good pass through, but honestly a lot of it just kind of comes down to luck, and it is what it is. So really where we're going right now is to what I guess will be the boss of this portion of the level. I believe they're called silver jetpack jumpers. I like to have, oh sorry, there was an anklet there that you never really saw because I just landed right on it. But I like to have as many of these cleats as possible when we start off, just to get some early damage in. But ultimately, I'm going to mostly focus on using the gun here and trying to just jump in between squares such that I'm able to get some shots off. And honestly, that went pretty well considering how much damage I had taken. I did not do a good job beforehand there. But I'll take it because we got through there. And frankly, probably the only reason we succeeded is because I had so many of those cleats left. But with that, we will collect these points and then proceed forward. It's very, very important that we explore these stairs right here, which bring us along this pathway to go absolutely nowhere. I don't know, just a little joke by the devs, I guess. I don't know. This is where we actually want to go. And we will come along here, swing around, and head up, where we will collect the first magic cube. And what will happen here? You feel a strange power flow into your weapon. Our weapon, the shooting star, becomes a supernova, which is essentially the strongest weapon in the game. We're going to get another sub-weapon that you could argue is stronger, but we'll come back to that. However, I think we will end things here, so hopefully you enjoyed, but until next time, see you.